This is Detroit's iconic Renaissance Center. This is Mary Barra of General Motors. This is Dan Gilbert of Rock Financial. Those two want to tear down all or parts of this iconic structure. This massive crowd of people represents the citizens of Detroit. And the vast majority of these people do not want the Renaissance Center touched. The people that are supposed to represent the people, the politicians, the mayor, and the city council people, they're not speaking up. They're supporting the billion-dollar businesses. Do the people of Detroit have a voice? Does anyone in city government care about the people of Detroit? Or are they just following the money? There's one person on the Detroit City Council that has spoken out against tearing down the Renaissance Center, and that's this councilwoman, Angela Whitfield Calloway from District 2. She stands alone. You have to give her props. Let's listen to what the people have to say. How do you feel about a tower or two being torn down from the Renaissance Center?
I mean, it'd be a real bummer if either of those towers got torn down. It is one of the most iconic buildings of the Detroit skyline. So if you could find some sort of buyer or get some nice entertainment space to move into those buildings, I think that would be the ideal situation.
Excellent comment. And your first and last name, sir?
Alex Robinson.
And what city are you from?
I live in downtown Detroit.
How do you feel about part of the Renaissance Center possibly being demolished?
It is a statement. It is a statement piece of the city. So it's going to look very weird. Firstly, it determines on what are we going to do with it? Like, what's the change? Like, what's the change to the community? Will it better? Will it different? I understand everybody that's going to be moved to the Hudson building and stuff like that. But will it affect the city and will it make it look comfortable to go back over there? Is this something for the community that we all can like use still?
Well, thank you very much. And your name, sir?
Javante Thompson.
And what city do you live in?
Detroit, Michigan.
How do you feel about them possibly tearing down a tower or two from the Renaissance Center?
Well, being a native Detroiter, I saw it go up, and I really would hate to see it go down. I know we need to evolve, but if they kept the train station up all those years, nothing there. Why not keep Renaissance? That's like our landmark. That's our standard. That's like the Empire State Building in New York. You see what happened when the Trade Center went down? They put something else back up, but it's still nothing really there. So I don't want it to go.
Well, thank you so much for your comment. And your name, sir?
Keno.
Where are you from?
Detroit?
You're Detroit. All right, my man. Thank you, Keno.
All right.
Tell me, what's your opinion about them possibly tearing down a tower or two of the Renaissance Center?
I don't think they should do it. I think it is history of Detroit, and we should leave it as it is.
That's a great comment. And where do you live?
I live on the west side of Detroit.
Oh, you're a Detroiter. Great. And your name?
Tiffany.
And your last name? Tiffany Woods. Thank you so much, Miss. How do you feel about the Renaissance Center possibly having a tower or two demolished?
I have mixed feelings on it. Sometimes I agree with it, and other times I don't. I like the fact that it symbolizes our city when you see that building. But I also believe like new renovations and bringing some more business towards the river would be nice. I feel like that whole beautiful river you can't even see right now. So I do agree, but I think it's really up to what the citizens want, the ones that live down here. Maybe have a vote on it.
Okay, great. And your name?
Alvin.
Your last name too?
Lee. Alvin.
Okay. And that's Melvin Lee. And what city? Oh, Alvin.
Yeah.
And what city do you live in?
I lived down here for 20 years, but I bought it for I still love the city. That's why I'm saying it's up to the people here what they want.
Okay.
I think a lot of things happen as far as like big projects. The citizens really don't have a choice in that.
Right. Well, Alvin, thank you so much for your comment. Tell me what you think about them tearing down a tower or two of the Renaissance Center.
It would be very foolish for them to tear down any parts of the Renaissance Center. It became a staple in the downtown Detroit area, and to tear it down just to spend money to build another building doesn't make sense. That is our Renaissance. Leave it alone.
And that citizen is Earl Moore. And Mr. Moore's viewpoint coincides with the vast majority of the citizens of Detroit. The major question here is, do the citizens of Detroit have rights? Because if the Renaissance Center is altered in any way against the will of the people, that tells you that in Detroit, you have no rights whatsoever. There is no power to the people. It's only corporate entities that have power if the Renaissance Center is altered in any form or fashion. The people do not want the Renaissance Center altered. That's a fact. So, if you have an opinion, contact the Monthly Standard at 1-844-595-8859. This has been a Monthly Standard production.